Hi friends, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button below as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Please show me some love, leave me a comment. I'd love to know where my viewers are in the world. Today we're going to be creating with the Perfectly Pears. This was a online exclusive that was released July 2025. It is available in my online store now. We're also using the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Let's now adjust, my lighting. We are creating a triple panel fun fold card. So this is the card here. I did this design back in May. It's a case, the design is a case from Stacey March from the UK. So I am creating with the old olive double, two-sided designer paper, cardstock, whatever you want to call it. So it's very important when you're designing with the two-tone cardstock that you make sure your layout, you've got them all glued down the same orientation. You can see this is the dark old olive, this is the light, the opposite side. So I want them all to be light, and we're going to do this first because I don't want to get any fibers from my cardstock into my ink pad. So I'm just going to lightly sand each piece so that that is done and out of the way. You can totally omit this step, but I think it's kind of cool and funky. Any sanding block will do. This is a very, very old sanding block from Stampin' Up! I don't know what year it was released. I don't remember. And I don't know if my camera is going to pick that up, but there is bits of the fibers you can see on my sanding block here. So that's why I wanted to get that done first, so that I am not getting any ink in my, there, any ink in my ink, or any cardstock in my ink pad. Okay, so for this card we need 2 pears and 2 leaves. So we are going to go 1, and to get the most out of your cardstock, when you're stamping, be aware so that you can get as many images in a small area as possible, so that you're not wasting. Now the leaf here does have a innie. This would be the outie, so this would be the, it's a 2-step stamp, so this here to color it, but I didn't want to have all green stem as well as the leaves. I wanted the stem to be brown, so I went ahead and I'm going to color with my Stampin' Blends. So next up is Lemon Lime Twist for my pears. And this is a distinctive type stamp, or style if you will, meaning that we've got the depth and definition. As you can see, once I stamp that, it shows up quite nicely on there. Again, as my pears are overlapping, lining it up. There we go. Lovely. That out of the way. Close that up. Now, my pears have those little dots on them. So what I'm going to do is, and it's just the one pear, I don't want it to be really dark, so I'm just going to stamp off, breathe on it, and you can put these dots wherever you want. And I'm going to go with 2 sets up the side. And I am done with that. Okay, because my pears themselves are lemon lime twist, so I'm going to come in with my granny apple green for my leaves. And I'm just going to color in. I'm only going to color in 1. Because I've already got my second one done. So then I'm going to come with my dark and just add coming up that center vein of the leaf, and then the side. Leaves have the different depths of the color. They're not all one solid color, generally speaking. There's a bit of color difference, especially if the light is hitting them. So we're just going to blend that out. And let's zoom you in a bit more. And then we're going to bring in our light pecan pie. Just going over a couple spots, and then we would die cut them out with our coordinating. There's our pear, there's our leaf, but we've also got these other, another leaf here that's going to add a little bit of dimension as well. Lots of fabulous dies in there, and I've already got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to set that aside because we don't need that right now. Let's move on. My piece of cardstock here. All of the measurements can be found on my coordinating blog post. The link is in the description box below. So you'll see I've got a little bit of ink blending on the back there. So I have Summer Splash on this blending brush, and you can go as heavy or as light as you want. Your card, your design, whatever you find visually appealing. I'm going to do both. Alright, so then we just pop that down to see if we like how dark that is. And I'm thinking maybe a smidge heavier. So if you have a dedicated blending brush for your different inks, when you're using it and loading it up, you're not going to have to re-ink it every time. All right, so let's put that to the side for the moment, because we need to bring in our congratulations. This is going to be a congratulations card instead of a thank you card. Okay, that looks good. And I'm lining up with my grid paper here and right in the center. Now this is going to be a little tricky to write on once it's on here. So write your sentiment on here before you glue it on, or you can write on one of the back panels. That is completely up to you. Okay, get that out of the way. Bring this back in. I have my bone folder. And here is our cardstock with it being, trying to get my lighting a little better. It is a very dull and dreary day. So this is Mountain Valley Fold. So I am lining it up, folding and burnishing. And this is thick basic white that I like to use for my bases. So we've got our mountain, our valley, and then our mountain. And we're just going to fold and burnish that as well. So there we have that. And our glue. And we're going to start gluing these panels on. This out of the way. There we go. Yes, it's a very rainy day here as I am filming. Very dark and gray outside, so it is affecting the lighting inside. This fold is so fun. It looks more difficult than it actually is. It's quite easy. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Nice and straight on there. And here's our final piece of the two-tone cardstock. And then let's, I dropped the flower. All right. Let's glue our next panels together. This is Darling Duckling. An new in color this year. And then Pears. Go on this one. And instead of using dimensionals to pop this up, I'm using my liquid glue for the bottom pair. I just want to make sure that I have it so that it's not too high. So this one here can go here, like so. And then a little bit of glue. Come on, come out. And it's going to go right in there, like that. Now for this one here, I'm going to add the glue here. That out of my way. For that stem to attach. Like so. Give that a press. I'm actually going to scooch it down because I don't want to see that bit of darkness. And let's just double check. Yes, that's going to be super cute. And that is Porkerine, my daughter's cat, is looking for somebody to play with her. So I am taking my mini glue dots and I am using those to attach so I know not to put it on this side. So I'm using those to attach my pear. It's giving it a little lift without too much of a bump up. And I'm double stacking them so that I've got that little bit of height to pop it up. And then I'm going to take, and I am rolling this one here. I don't think my camera's showing it. So I have rolled that glue dot, and I'm going to put that on here because I don't want it to be saggy. And then I'm going to grab my reverse tweezers, and because this is going to overlap here, I know I can put a couple down here. I just wanted to eyeball to see where, oops, is it going to sit. So I'm going to put one down here, double stack. Sounds like a burger that my guys would enjoy, a double stacker. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here so that it's attaching. And then you're going to go down. Just double checking my image here. So it's going to go, you don't want it too far over and then it not closing properly. So there we go. Give that a press. Now, our center panel, we are going to fold and burnish, and that is a mountain fold. And we're going to open that. Slide that into place. Grab our other one. And slide that one into place. I like my liquid glue because My eyes, I like to say, don't always see straight. So sometimes I do need a little wiggle room to get that into the proper position. So I'm going to take my grid paper here and it's not going to, your envelope is 5. Let's just grab an envelope right here. So we need to make sure, this is going to be easier to show you. We need to make sure when we're gluing this together that it does not come up too far so that your envelope will not close. So we're going to center that, and I can see that is my crease here for my flap, so that I know that I can add my liquid glue right here along this edge. And then I'm going to fold it over and close it. Hold it there for a moment. Make sure it's looking straight. And I can give it a little, oh, there we go. There. And you can come up just, there we go, that's better. I had it down a little too low. So then we are going to take the other side and add a little glue to there, and then fold that over, give that a press, and then when we open it, there it is. Now the last thing we want to do is, I've got the flowers, and I don't think oh, right there. I have colored these with the clear Wink of Stella. So how I'm attaching my flowers is a mini glue dot. Let's see. This is the right orientation, so I can take and put one there. They have to be flipped the right way. There. I've got 3 per side. There. 1, 2, 3. Just rip that off there. Get that out of my way. And grab these and flip them over. And 1, 2, and 3. And I'm okay if those centers are not attached, or they are attached. It does not make any difference to me. So as you can see, I've got one here, and then I've got, whoops, I missed it. One here, and one here. Whoops. Scooch back in there, glue dot. And then let's flip to the other side, and they are all in the corner. So we're going to go one down there, 2, and 3, and then our Wink of Stella, because it just makes everything prettier with that lovely little sparkle. And I'm doing that as my last step so that I don't smudge it everywhere, because then I can set my card aside to dry. And look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. And then the other side. I love this stamp set. I've used it quite a bit. I think it is so wonderful. I love the sentiments in it. It can be a fun and whimsical or a elegant card with this bundle. This would be a lovely shower card or a wedding card, besides the thank you card that I did at the start. So let's zoom you back out just a smidge. There we go, so that you can see both cards. All right, so that is all for me today. I hope you liked today's project. Once again, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of my card. Let me know where you're watching from. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.